Hey there, it's your weekly dose of what the heck is going on in cybersecurity land. And trust me, you need to be in the loop this time. We've got everything from zero-day exploits and AI gone rogue to the FBI playing crypto kingpin. It's full of stuff they don't want you to know. Now let's jump in before we get FOMO. First, let's take a look at threat of the week. GoldenJackal hacks air-gapped systems. Meet GoldenJackal, the hacking crew you've probably never heard of, but should definitely know about now. They're busting into super secure, air-gapped computer systems with sneaky worms spread through infected USB drives. Yes, really. Proving that even the most isolated networks aren't safe. ESET researchers caught them red-handed, using two different custom-made tools to target high-profile victims, including a South Asian embassy in Belarus and a European Union government organization. What is the top news? Mozilla patches Firefox, zero-day. Mozilla patched a critical zero-day flaw in its Firefox browser that it said has been actively exploited in the wild to target Tor browser users. While there are currently no details on the attacks, users are advised to update to Firefox 131.02, Firefox ESR 128.3.1, and Firefox ESR 115.16.1. Contagious interview remains lucrative for North of Korea. Ever since details about a North Korean hacking campaign called Contagious Interview came to light nearly a year ago, it has continued to target the technology sector with no signs of stopping anytime soon. These attacks aim to deliver backdoors and information-stealing malware by deceiving developers into executing malicious code under the pretext of a coding assignment as part of a job interview after approaching them on platforms like LinkedIn. OpenAI disrupts malicious operations. OpenAI said it has disrupted over 20 malicious cyber operations since the start of the year that abused its generative artificial intelligence, AI chatbot, ChatGPT, for debugging and developing malware, spreading misinformation, evading detection, and vulnerability research. One of the activity clusters was observed targeting OpenAI employees via spear phishing attacks to deploy the Sugar GHA rat. FBI creates fake crypto to disrupt fraudulent operation. The U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, took the unprecedented step of creating its own cryptocurrency token, and a company called NextFund AI to take down a fraud operation that allegedly manipulated digital asset markets by orchestrating an illegal scheme known as wash trading. A total of 18 people and entities have been charged in connection with the pump and dump scam, with 3 arrests reported so far. Gorilla Botnet launches 300,000 DDoS attacks across 100 countries. A botnet malware family called Gorilla issued over 300,000 attack commands in the month of September 2024 alone, targeting universities, government websites, telecoms, banks, gaming, and gambling sectors. The botnet is based on the leaked Mirai botnet source code. Around the cyber world, Microsoft announces Windows 11 security baseline. Microsoft has released the Windows 11 version 24H2 security baseline with added protections to LAN Manager, Kerberos, user account control, and Microsoft Defender antivirus. It also includes Windows Protected Print, WPP, which the company described as the new, modern, and more secure print for Windows built from the ground up with security in mind. In a related development, the tech giant announced a redesigned Windows Hello experience and API support for third-party passkey providers like 1Password and Bitwarden to plug into the Windows 11 platform. Apple macOS iPhone mirroring is broken. Apple announced a new iPhone mirroring feature with macOS 15.0 Sequoia, but cybersecurity firm Sevco has uncovered a privacy risk that could expose metadata associated with apps on an employee's personal iPhone to their corporate IT department. The issue stems from the fact that the iOS apps mirrored to the Mac populate the same application metadata as native macOS applications, thereby leaking information about the apps that may be installed on their phones. Apple has acknowledged the problem and is said to be working on a fix. Social engineering via phone calls. Threat actors have found an effective social engineering vector in phone calls in order to trick users into performing an unintended action, a technique also called telephone-oriented attack delivery, TOAD, callback phishing, and hybrid phishing. a combination of voice and phishing. Intel 471 said it has observed a sharp increase in underground offers for illicit call center services that can aid in malware delivery, ransomware-related calls, and other fraud-oriented social engineering attempts. Malicious extensions can bypass Manifest v3. Google has said Manifest v3, its latest version of the extensions platform, avoids the security loopholes of its predecessor, which allowed browser add-ons to have excessive permissions and inject arbitrary JavaScript. However, new research has found that it's still possible for malicious actors to exploit minimal permissions and steal data. The findings were presented by SquareX at the DEF CON conference back in August. The research also coincides with a study that discovered hundreds of extensions automatically extracting user content from within web pages, impacting millions of users. What can a USB reveal? A new analysis from Group IB goes into detail about the artifacts generated in the USB device when files are accessed or modified on devices running various operating systems. USB formatted with NTFS, FAT32, and exFAT often create temporary files, particularly during file modifications, the company said. USB formatted with NTFS on Windows provided more information on file system changes from the log file due to its journaling capabilities. USB formatted with HFS Plus has been found to store versions of files that have been edited with GUI tools in a versioning database. Likewise, USB formatted with FAT32 CHA exFAT on Mac OS generates CHA's file name files to ensure file system compatibility for storing extended attributes. Conclusion. And that's how the cybersecurity cookie crumbles this week. But listen, before you log off and chill, remember this. Always double-check the sender's email address before clicking any links, even if it looks like it's from your bestie or your bank. Phishing scams are getting sneakier than ever, so stay sharp. Until next time, stay safe and cyber aware.